guys, it's coffee time! Oh, and I am drinking that macadamia coffee from Hawaii, and it is so good. It is amazingly delicious. I love it too much. Anywho, so hey, what's up? Yesterday I put up my Christmas video, so you guys didn't hear from me yesterday, but yesterday was awesome. It was one of those, you know, when you decide you're gonna go do something, but the whole time you're thinking, should I go do this? Is this actually gonna be fun? So a while back, Joyce had said, hey, do you and Aaron want to go ice skating? I have not been ice skating since I was like 7 or 8. I went with my school, so I hadn't been in a really, really long time, and I was like, yeah, that sounds like fun, because it did sound like fun. But the closer that we got to doing it, I was like, I'm gonna be terrible at this. This is gonna be so horrible. Like obviously it'll be fun because I'm with friends, but I don't want to be the person who's just like clinging to the wall the whole time, right? So we get there, and it's an outdoor rink. It's like a, I didn't expect it to be outdoor because it's LA, but it's not permanently there. It's not a permanent fixture. So it's there until I think the end of January. But anyway, so we get there and we rent our skates and we put them on, and we're walking up there, and the whole floor is rubber so that you can just walk and not have to worry about it. But we get to the edge of the rink and I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. So like, Joyce was doing okay, but both Aaron and I were like clinging to the wall at first, and then we were like, okay, we can do this. This is gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. So we all held hands. It was the three of us all holding hands and trying to remember how to ice skate. And at first we were really wobbly, but we did really well. The only time I never fell, Joyce never fell. The only reason that Erin fell is because she was trying to spin a bunch. She was trying to like spin in circles over and over again, and she wound up just like, ah! Like, it was hilarious. I think Joyce got it on camera, so whenever her vlog goes up about that, I'll like it or whatever so you guys can see it, but it's so funny. We had a lot of fun, and like, I don't know if it's because I've been rollerblading for a while now, but that helped, I'm sure, because it was great. There was one staff member, so there were people that were constantly in the rink that had big jackets on that said staff in huge letters, and there was this little kid who, like, maybe a little bit taller than my hip level, which I'm short, as you guys know. He kept zipping through groups of people, and Aaron finally was like, are you guys looking at his jacket? Because it says he's a staff member. And we were like, what? He's a legit staff member. Like, when the cones would fall over and stuff, he would immediately be there and like pick it back up and like help people. I was like, how old are you? You must be like 8 or 9. Maybe. It was blowing my mind. Straight up blowing my mind. But there were some people, there was enough people there that I was confused why there were people there that were actually good. Like, I guess finding an ice skating rink isn't super easy in the middle of LA, but there were some people who were really good at it, but they kept being hindered by the fact that there were huge groups of people that were like just kind of shuffling through. And I was like, why wouldn't you go to like a more of a professional rink rather than just like a tiny one that's in the middle of the city? But again, if there aren't many of those, then that would make sense. I can only think of one in Oregon, and it's the one that I went to when I was 7/8. So, you know. The area that I grew up in, it like never snows. It snows like maybe once every 3 years. We're just like kind of deep in the valley, so it doesn't happen very often, but we do get a lot of, well, I shouldn't say a lot. We get freezing rain, and when we got like a really bad freezing rain, we walked outside and my dog Jake was still alive at that point, and he could not handle the ice. It was like too intense, and he was like slipping all over the place. I wish so badly that at that point I was a vlogger. I wish so badly, because I would have filmed him slipping all up on the world. It was the most adorable thing ever. He was like the sweetest dog that I've ever met in my life. Oh, Jake. I have a... That's him! Okay, that's enough. That's enough blubbering self. But he was adorable on the ice, and he loved the snow the like couple of times that it snowed while he was with us, but the ice was hilarious. The ice was not hilarious because it made all of our tree branches like fall, but it was hilarious because of trying to walk on it. Yeah, if that makes sense. But anyway, back to ice skating. It was just great. Like, we were all going around in circles for a while, and then eventually we realized that we had been totally silent, just like skating for a really long time, and Erin was like, I just feel so calm. Like, I just feel so peaceful right now. I was like, me too! And Juice was like, yeah, it just feels really nice. Like, it was just so fun. We stayed there for a couple hours, and then the arches of our feet started hurting really bad because we weren't used to the boots. And then we grabbed dinner and came home. But it was super fun. I love when I'm tentative about a situation, then it winds up being awesome. Like, that is the best feeling ever. The opposite is terrible, but it's great when you think something's gonna be like mediocre and then it winds up being super fun. Or if you think something's gonna be a disaster and it winds up being super fun. Like, the only way I was imagining the situation was me clinging to the wall all night. And I barely clung to the wall at all. So I just felt pretty awesome. I felt pretty rad. Ah, yeah. And I finally bought, like air freshener spray for the cat corner of the room, because sometimes it stinks in here. I scoop the litter box either once or twice a day, which might sound really excessive, but sometimes it's necessary. And I was finally like, you know, I should have an air freshener in here. Everything's right next to the window, so that helps too, but just having something like that right there for me is kind of nice. Where is he? It's a goose! I've learned that he doesn't like toys that have a lot of noise. Like, I got him... He really likes this until it rattles. I got him one of these little mice, but when he picks it up, it makes that, like, it's like a soft rattling noise, but he drops it the second that it makes that noise and doesn't touch it again. I'm like, what? I have never had a cat that didn't like noisy toys. Like, I'm grateful, because that means I won't be up in the middle of the night hearing... But it makes me go, oh, you don't like noisy things. Which is probably why when Jeannie and I were hanging out, he was avoiding us like the plague, because we are loud together. We were so loud. I don't know how the neighbors didn't come over and be like, but what can you do? How? God, that coffee is so good. It is just, it's killing me. It's killing me, man. So there's a shirt that I made a while back that I wanted to give to Allie as a gift because she really likes owls. And I sent it to her forever ago, and it just got sent back to me. Like, this was like months ago, like a few months ago, maybe at the beginning of summer, that I sent this out, and just now it got returned back to me, and I went, what? So I'm resending it now. It had the same address as the one that I asked her for her address again because I thought maybe I wrote it on there wrong, but it's the same address, so hopefully just somebody dumb got it and I don't know where it was all that time though. I opened it up to make sure that there weren't like, I don't even know, everything that's coming to my mind is like gruesome and I'd rather just not say, but like just wanted to make sure everything was kosher in there and it was fine. It was just the shirt, so I went, okay. Okay. Okay, I mean, well, I guess everything's fine. So I put it in a different box. I don't know why, but you never know. You never know when something like that is just gonna make all the difference. So I've been crossing my eyes a lot more lately. And even though I don't believe it, every now and then when I do it, I think to myself, someday they're gonna stick that way. Someday I'm just never gonna be able to uncross my eyes and I'm gonna live the rest of my life with crossed eyes. That would be sad. That would be a sad state of affairs. I mean, I'd get over it. I'd live, but that would not be. That would be one of those things where you're like, why didn't I listen? Why didn't I just not cross my eyes? Self, what were you thinking? What were you doing, self? Yeah. Anywho, I guess I'll take off, but I hope that you guys had a good Friday. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. So if you guys have any plans for New Year's Eve, be safe, have fun though, and we will talk again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah.